create a new task, you simply go up to Create, New Task, and then you'll be asked for a description. This description is a detailed description of the task at hand. So it could be that Phil called saying that his floors are still dirty. The cleaner did not come in this morning. All that sort of thing. And then for a subject you just put dirty floors. And I would also put the customer's name in there, ABC Limited, just so that you can see the reference. Then you put a start date. I'd generally put it today unless you've got another date. I would put it also today. The reason being is that this will prompt the person that you're going to allocate this task to actually determine when it's to be done, and they can then set that due date out. The task, of course, is not started. I'd allocate it. I'm going to allocate it to a supervisor. A related person is somebody that this task is about, but they may not necessarily be copied in on what is happening here, but at least then you can tell what it's about. Generally speaking, this is going to be used for managing complaints or to do tasks like doing franchisee evaluations, etc. But it can be for keeping a track of what you're doing with your quotes, making calls, all sorts of things. And you've got the type of task here, so you've got a complaint. Then the notifications, you can set who gets notified about what. So if you tick this, any changes to the tasks will be notified to those people. Please be careful about putting related users. This is rarely used, and if it's a franchisee, you don't want to be clicking on this, because then they'll be able to see all the interchanges about the complaints and your comments. And then you go save. All you then need to do is, if it's about a customer, 90% of cases it's going to be, you can link it to a customer. So A, B, C. Okay, so I can just select a customer, click link to customer. You can then see it's linked. Now if that customer has a job related to it, this one doesn't. If you want to change, just simply go in ABC. You can do another search. Search, link job, select the job, link that to the job, and then it'll ask you, do you want to update the supervisor and franchisee respectively. This is because you may have allocated it to somebody, but the job has an actual different allocation to what you thought. So this is going to pull it from the job. There isn't a change because this is an example. So you've now linked it to a job and a customer. The next thing that you can do is you can also set a calendar appointment. This may be that you're going to book an appointment with the customer, so you can put it into the supervisor's calendar. Great thing is that it's going to have the task number, so the supervisor can go directly from the calendar straight through to the task. Okay, and I'm just going to add that in, and there it is there. If I click on that, you can see what I mean. I can click on that, and notice now that the appointment's also noted in the tasks. All in all, you've got everything in here. Now, if there is any notes to be made, you should make comments. So you can say, spoke to Bob and he is going to clean the floor tomorrow. Save. Now what that's going to do is it's going to put it in the history. It'll know who the user is, that's who I'm logged in as at the moment, and that it's a comment. Every time you add something in, it should be done as a comment. It should not be added in here. The great thing about here is that it timestamps everything. You can't change it. So it's quite a formal record. Now you can save, print, email, and delete email. Once again, just be careful of the email addresses that are in there. So you can put in an email address. You can say test. Always have it sending it a copy to yourself. You can add the task details, which I'm going to do, and add comments. And then you can send. I'm not going to do that in this example, but you can send that through. Or you can send it to somebody else, you can send it to your boss, etc. So that's how you create, save, print, link, and create a calendar on your tasks.